Answer and Chandrawali sir for the giving a brief highlight of this course. So a little about me, and I have secured All India rank 210 this year. And also another important thing is that this was my sixth attempt, and in fact, my sixth mains. Many times I have, after my result, I have thought about, and people have come to me. Okay, Jayant, what do you think worked this time? So among the many things that have worked, top two, which I feel has been first has been I've been working on my answer writing in 2020, and second, surprisingly, has been something which I initially took a little, guesswork or had a leap of faith. But now, when I sit back, I see that has made an important contribution to my preparation, and that has been the mains Destiny course. So this was this. If I wind back the clock a year back, I had given my prelims. This was the time. I think this 1 or 2 weeks had passed after my prelims, and I was looking at, and the marks had just come of my 2019 attempt, and I took a screenshot of my marks and sent it to Khan sir. Immediately after 5 minutes, Khan sir called me up and he's like, Jayan Bete, you need to join this course. I'm enrolling you. And it was around 27-30,000 rupees course. And I was like, sir, this is my sixth attempts. I really need to work on my general studies. And I don't think I have a very, content is an issue with me. There's something else. So, but when he looked at my marks and what was happening in my previous attempt was, say, for example, in my 2019 attempt, I scored GS paper 1 80 marks, paper 2 81 marks, paper 3 68 marks, and paper 4 124 marks. So this was uniformly around 20 marks below a good average score. And this was also this also happened in 2017 attempt.
Okay, so in this attempt, I scored 94 marks in my GS paper 1, 103 in GS paper 2, and 88 in GS paper 3. And in GS 4, it was 109. So when I looked at the other marks of other people who have cleared, so I was among the good score of respective general studies. So this big jump, I feel, has been possible to an extent to the answer writing and also the mains Destiny course. So, if I look at other aspirants who have just given the prelims exam, so during this 1 or 2 weeks, usually the case is that you feel a certain level of relaxation is felt that, okay, I've done a lot and, it has been a very busy 2 or 3 weeks and just to take a break. So, but often what happens is due to the uncertainty of clearing the prelims or not, it is very natural to feel relaxed and just wait for the result to do the real grind and all. With my experience, I feel that this is not the case. I feel that though natural inclination is to relax a bit after prelims, but I feel if because the competition is so high and on one mark you have so many people sharing the same rank, I feel that this time is also very crucial that you don't have a day to waste. So some way through your internal motivation or your through external motivation or joining a course like a mains destinaire helps to create sort of an environment where your productivity rises. And after the result, okay, everyone will be working very hard because very few people get the opportunity to write the mains. So in that way, I feel that this course helps. Broadly, I can outline many the benefits of this course, which I felt were. Firstly, it helped me to cover the syllabus fully because in during the preparation, what happens since we don't have a compass on our own, and it is very easy to get off track. Like if I have a personal interest in security related issues, it can happen though I need 1 week in security on security topics, but because of the likeness and normal inclination, it can extend to 2-3 weeks, which can suffer to some areas which I am not very much comfortable. Can be say culture or ancient history. So this course, what it does, it ensures that the whole syllabus is covered to a certain level of extent. So normally I've seen that some part of the syllabus portion is left, And what happens is, so during the examination, even some basic questions one is not able to answer. So the course at least ensures that, okay, the basic level of understanding is there of the topic, and certain level you can write. Even you're not very good, you get a good average. So I think 1 or 2, 3 marks here and there, it matters a lot. So one important benefit is this. Secondly, is since this is a very individual journey of an aspirant, the preparation I feel is a very individual journey. Um, you have to depend a lot on discipline, especially on self-discipline and self-motivation. In times like these, I feel that an external motivation and an external discipline is also required, especially in times of COVID when we are actually most of us, the aspirant, must be isolated, and there is lack of physical classes and interaction with the peer group. So certain level of discipline is often introduced. So this happened to me last year, and I joined this course, and suddenly my productivity shoot, because every day I had to put in 3 hours on my GS through the learning and through the online videos, and this help ensured. And if even if I missed 1 or 2 days, it added 3 to 6 hours. So the cost was too high to leave any lecture, and the content was so good, and I was really enjoying the whole process. So it ensured that every day at least I covered my GS for 3 hours. I think that goes a long way, especially when a person is feeling very low, and which often comes in this journey. So to boost you up, to keep you disciplined, this sort of an external environment that the course creates, it helps. It gives goes a long way. And I'm hoping that everyone who joins this course, they read their own notes before going into the specific topic which is being discussed. So this also helps in revision. So the benefits are many. Another important is the value addition aspect. So what happens is that usually during our course of learning, we often forget or not keep the key points which are required. So as this year, thankfully, there is one topic, one page. During my time, I had to make this one-page notes on my own, covering the basic key points, and this added value to my answers. And so I had to revise it multiple times. So it being concise and precise helped me give me around 6, 7 readings before the actual examination. So what it does, it helps in the reproduction of the facts during the examination hall. And because it is important that the facts go into deep into your mind, to your subconscious level, I feel, so that during the exam, the limited time we have and the pressure that surrounds us, so it is important that the information which is at in a core of our brain, that comes out. And also since there are weekly tests, so it also helps in reproduction. So what we have learned in the during the classes, the tech checks how much of it is been reproduced. So my advice would also be to relook at the test and see how much of the learning in the class one is able to reproduce in the test as well, sort of an evaluation. This I feel sort of becomes a feedback to the mind, and the taking the information to the examination or to the test and putting in the paper is an important aspect. And fourth, and one of the most surprising thing for me in the course, was the many topics in the actual examination were from the course that we studied. So I was going through my GS paper 3 last year paper, and I was just looking I looked at my previous notes and went, yes, at least 12 questions I was able to find out which were some way or the other had been discussed in the class. So this was an important part, and what it helped me during the exam, it helped me calm my nerves, because if you see something familiar in the exam, it helps you feel a little calmer, and it helps the time spent is very low. You have all the key points ready, and you just have to see the nature of the question and adjust your content accordingly. So I think these are the four main things which actually helped me during the examination. And moving forward, I feel that the aspirants, they need to, there can be a very helpful course, and there can be many challenges. But if you trust the process and have faith and belief in the course, because all the teachers have their own experience, they have their own special things and strengths as well, which one can take and integrate in our own preparation. I think that can be quite helpful.